Hey kid, don't ever let them get inside your head. They'll tell you what to do in life instead of everything you know that you could get. Don't let them guide your life towards regret. I'll fight for what I love with every breath. My past is filled with things I won't forget. I use them all to push me to my best. So treat the worst of times just like a test. If only I could go back in time, I'd tell myself that everything will end up alright. Just push yourself, test yourself, figure out what you like, and find your limits, don't be rigid, always work towards a prime. Surround yourself with open minds, people can change your life. A few friends with intent can help you feel alive. Find a passion, take some action, and with a little time, just be patient, make a statement, try to enjoy your life. They'll try to kick you while you're down. They wanna rise up while you drown. They wanna fill your head with doubt. They're silently scared that you'll figure it out. I'll make it look like I'm losing, won't bother hiding my bruises. And when they finally think you're wounded, then it's your chance to be ruthless. It's your chance to be ruthless. It's your chance to be ruthless. They don't wanna see me make it, they don't wanna see me care. Anytime I make some progress, I can see that they compare. I think everyone's against me, maybe something in the air. Am I paranoid? I swear a void is forming and they're scared. I walk a straight path, not many can say that. I like to play fast, cross me and there's payback. You better pray that I don't see your face at any place that I go. I know you hate that. I've been doing fine, I'm not wasting any more time. I live for the fight and the climb, and I think that the pain that's deep inside is what defines. So I won't give up, I'm gonna make it to the top. I don't care what's in my way, I swear I'm never gonna stop. I could fall flat on my face and I swear I won't get back up, cause I don't deserve a thing and the road ahead is tough. They'll try to kick you while you're down. They wanna rise up while you drown.
Look at that beautiful lady, people. Look at her. And I want to say, good day, mate. Good day, mate. What in bloody hell are you doing? Let me tell you something. I'm sorry I missed your call. Okay, I'm sorry. Misty, hey girl. Misty, are you going to come with me in August when I come to Missouri to Fredericktown? Yes, she is gorgeous, ain't she? 23 minutes till start. What's the bet? I'll be wrong spot. No, you're in the right spot. Yes. Holla, KB. All right. Does everybody know this case? Justice for Timmy. Hell yeah. I think my mate should come to Fredericktown too. I'm buying a stack hat when I come. What's a stack hat? Your hinny? I'm sure my hinny was sleeping. What is a hinny, Misty? Is that a fire hat? Is that a fireman hat? Is that what that is? Help me. Let me know. You should, yeah, right? Keep my endangered cells. Oh my God, she's funny. Oh my God. In the middle of the hundreds of miles to anywhere. Oh my God. Okay, hold on. I think maybe the press conference is at 7, but that's okay. I have my notification on to all the news stations out there in Colorado. I'll be coming and I'll be at the airport. Hold on. And everyone can come there. I'm going to turnstile, back through customs, and go over to luggage. I get lost in the supermarket. Oh, you wildflowers, huh? And then look at what she says. I did read that when I was waiting. And then she says, and then Good Day Mate says, can you smoke them? Oh my God. With dirt and moss on top of it. Oh my God. Hey, hi Paula, how are you? Do you have to work, Misty? And you didn't ask me. You didn't answer me, by the way. Am I going to be shocked or shooked? Which one? What do you think? Nope, to me. Nope, nope, nope. Oh, yes, you will. Okay, it's going to be good. It's going to be good. It's your safety helmet. Oh my God. Oh my God, you got to be kidding. You know what? I'll do instead? I will buy you a helmet that they use for when you go snowmobiling. How about that? Or race car driving even. Because you gotta protect your neck too. Okay, peoples. This is wonderful news, and unfortunately, what's really sad is, since I lost my main channel, all the hard work I did on the Morphew case, let me tell you, I followed that case like Gannon's case. She went missing Mother's Day of 2020. Okay? And it was a shock. Well, it's because the DA sucked. It was a shock that the charges got dropped. But I will say what was smart of the DA. So it was, they dropped it with prejudice. Okay? Okay. And look at. Is that? Okay, now, if you guys, hold on, let me show you something. If you guys see that the news comes on, let me know, okay? Now, everybody, our sis, High Priestess, please sub up to her new channel. She had a situation happen. I'm not going to talk about it, but people suck on the internet. They like to take away things because I think they get a rise out of it. Sick. Somebody that minds their business doesn't bother anybody. That's what's crazy about it. All right. Okay, here is the grand jury indictment. All right. Hold on. Let me take this down. Let me make this bigger. I'm not going to read all 10 pages, right? This is what I'm going to do, though. The new evidence, instead of having over 100 page probable cause statement, this is only 3 or 10 pages. So we're going to go down here with the new evidence that they added to this. September 22nd, 2023, human remains were found in and around a shallow grave in, oh God, how do you say that? Juice? Oh God. Colorado near Highway 17. And it's by, what's it, Bloomdale? No. Bloomsfield. Let me look. I think it's Broomsville. Yeah, I was on the way there. Hold on. What's going on here? Pay attention. This is sad, guys. Now listen, pay attention. The remains were found a few hundred feet down a dirt road on Highway 17. The location was less than an hour south of the Morphew residence by a main highway. The remains were determined to be Suzanne's. The majority of her bones were recovered. Many of the bones were significantly. Now, listen, this is what's weird, bleached. Her bones were bleached. What? Do you people remember Barry Morphew when he was at that hotel, right? And that guy that used to work with him, what's that guy's name? That goofy guy? Jeff? And he said he smelled bleach in the room. Why would he bleach? Why would he bleach her bones? Allegedly. Everything's alleged here. Isn't that something, people? The only thing I can think of is so critters don't do nothing, but they did. That's crazy. Okay. He bleached her bones, allegedly. You know what? He treated her like a game. A game in, because he liked to hunt. That kind of game, right? Along with Suzanne's bones, law enforcement recovered a cancer report. Now, people remember she is a cancer survivor more than once, and she was going to start cancer treatment again, chemo. So sad. And items of clothing, some of which consistent with bike clothing, Suzanne was known to wear. There's no visible trauma observed. A board certified bone doctor, whatever, forensic doctor, analyzed the remains, and I'm going to skip parts. Several observations was noted. There was a distinct lack of bug activity, which is consistent with the remains have decomposed at that location. The clothes items lacked evidence of decomp, which was inconsistent with Suzanne wearing bike clothes at the time of her body decomposed. Additionally, there was a lack of animal predation on the bones. There was only a very small, soft tissue found on a few of the bones. There was no hair. Oh, God. I need to talk to Miss Barbara. I'm sorry, guys. No hair mass located. All these features would have been expected if they had been in a original gravesite where decomp occurred. The forensic anthropologist opened and based all these factors. It was unlikely Suzanne's decomp from a fresh body to a skeleton at this location. Oh my God. Oh, you guys. All right. Where am I? El Paso County coroner conducted the autopsy. They did a toxicology testing. The coroner's office conducted additional testing at the request of law enforcement. I'm sorry, my notifications, but I'm waiting for the press conference. For the presence of chemical mixture known as BAM, barbiturate, azaprine. Oh God, you guys read these. That's a big word for me. The chief toxologist tested her bone marrow for the presence of BMN, and all three individual chemicals the comprised BMN was present. Now, you guys know what that is, right? A BAM? Okay. Additionally, the barbiturate was present. The presence of barbiturate eliminated the possibility of postpartum BAM. Oh my God. The president was indicated that her death was not immediate following the BAM exposure because Suzanne's body had begun to metabolize the drug before she died. Oh my God. Oh my God. Sorry, hold on. The coroner's office determined cause of death and the manner of death, homicide, unspecified means, in the setting of those three drugs. You know what that is, in my opinion? Remember he had that dart gun? Do you remember he had that dart gun? Okay. Okay, you have a pharmacist and a medical doctor testify about toxicology testing to determine the presence of BAM in Suzanne's remains, about the chemical compound found, and the possible effects of the compound in humans. The expert explained that toxicology testing done by the coroner's office met the standards of accuracy, reliability. He further testified that the BAM is a chemical mixture of three compounds used as a tool for sedating animals. Oh my God. Where am I? I'm sorry. For medical treatment or movement. Back in 2020 and the years leading up to Suzanne's disappearance, BAM was sold by only one company in the United States and could be obtained by prescription from a veterinarian. The BAM must be, administered into the bloodstream through intravenous or an injection to be effective, as the skin and the GI tract do not absorb. Oh my God, he's evil. Do not absorb it effectively. BAM does not cause sedation. It takes several minutes to take it, but you know what happened, you guys? Have you ever seen an animal get darted or whatever? I have. And let me tell you something. They can't move. Their eyes are open and they can't move. BAM is designed not to be lethal and comes with reversal agents in the prescription kit. BAM is not FDA approved for humans. Yeah, right. Jesus. For the reason there are no studies available that address the possible effect of the compound would have on humans. Oh my God. The pharmacology, expert tested that the compound would rather render the recipient wholly immobilize them, vulnerable, and unable to resist, and the ability to breathe. Records were obtained for BAM prescription related to Berry. Records were also obtained for BAM prescriptions for all people within the counties adjacent to where the Morphews lived and where Suzanne remains were located. The records show Berry obtained and filled out several prescriptions for BAM while living in Indiana. Interesting. Berry's last purchase for the prescription was in March of 2018. Berry obtained multiple kits that each contained multiple doses just a few months. If you guys recall, he's a huge avid hunter and had been for a very long time. Barry Morphew's last purchase by prescription. Okay, I already read that, sorry. He had multiple kits and each contained multiple doses just a few months before they moved to Colorado. Records further showed that no private citizens or private business in the surrounding counties had purchased BAM prescription from 2017 to 2020. Colorado Parks and Wildlife and National Park Service were the only entities that reserved prescriptions of BMA in those counties from 2017 to 2020. Investigators learned that each of these government entities enforced tight regulations to monitor the BM prescriptions in storage and use. None of the BM from the agencies were unaccounted for. The prescription record shows that when Suzanne disappeared, the only one private citizen living in the entire area in the state that had BAM, Barry Morphew. Wow. So this is a bill signed by the grand jury, and this was what date? June 18th. And I'm glad there's a different. Well, the other DA, I hope she's no longer practicing. So he's in Arizona right now, and he has a bond, $3 million cash only bond. They've done it before. No leaving state of Colorado. GPS unit, surrender a passport, compliance with mandatory. What is that? Mandatory something order. Okay, so I can't find him anywhere in Arizona, so I think he is in Colorado. Okay, look at that. This is sad, you guys. That means Suzanne suffered. He shot her allegedly with that dart gun. She was probably running around that home away from him. Can you imagine the fear in her? He's an angry guy. You could tell that. Okay, listen to these comments. Slow like a turtle, insane, bless her heart. Right. It's a 3 different drugs. It's a compound to sedate animal, wildlife. No, it's not ketamine. No, it's not ketamine, silly girl. It's BAM. It's the 3 drugs that I said. What did Ashad do for a living to be able to? He see, he's from Indiana, so he had a lot of connections, and he must have. He was an avid hunter, so I'm thinking. Okay, it's been a while. I'm thinking that I don't know what I'm thinking. Never mind. That's for pain. That drug, the 3 drugs, the compound of the 3 together, okay, this is what it does. It immobilizes you. Or you can't move. But you're awake. Scary. You could be rude all you want. I don't care. Because you're my mate. Good day, mate. No, we don't need a FOIA of this. We have all the evidence already for this case. We've been through everything already. But we're going to need a refresher of everything. You think? Didn't they show a pic of him with a buffalo? Oh, there's a lot of pictures of him with wildlife. Okay, come on. I'm looking to see. It's got to be at 7, right? That's what I'm thinking. I'm looking on the internet right now. Nope, not yet. Okay, this is what we're gonna watch until. Oh no! What just happened? Okay, this is body cam footage of when they found Suzanne's bike by her house, which was placed there, by the way. Oh my god, hold on. I'm sorry. Oh.
Maybe see if you can get that up to the road and then put the serial number or call the husband and see what kind of bike he has. Somebody check it on it. Can you try to call the husband and see what type of bike she has? Right now I'm standing in Santa Cruz doing cover. Yeah, because the rim's not going to. I'm just going to start for them. Not bad. What is it? One broadcast. Saturday morning. Nick, maybe be careful when you're talking to you, just stay on there. And up to the yeah. Something's up with this front tire. That something's up with this front tire.
So, yes, that was a problem too. Now, you could tell that bike got thrown there because, okay, this is what I thought in the beginning, that she was abducted. But then we didn't have this footage right away. Look at how hard it is to come out of there.
Are you?
Okay, so I'm the daughter's boyfriend.
Okay.
And I'm here.
Is this your truck?
That's my truck.
Somebody check it out. Never mind, I got something here. So you haven't seen the mom at all, have you?
Yep, so the two daughters are gone right now at the moment. The dad is in Denver for a job, and they text her because of Mother's Day, and they haven't heard. The text never went through, like it never delivered since this morning. And she's a big mountain biker. She normally takes her car, and her bike's normally in the back of that. It's gone.
Was this open when you came here?
The neighbor was here that opened it, and then she shut it, and she went back to her house. Her house is right over there.
Okay.
And then I came back and I opened it to come in the house.
Okay.
Yeah.
Have you looked in the house?
I have. Yep.
You looked through everything?
Yes.
You haven't found her?
No.
All right. What time did you get here?
6 o'clock, and then I went all the way up Frusis. She's road up there, and I just drove the main road, couldn't find her, and then there's a couple spots that I could check, like trails and stuff, but I wanted to come back here to just like check back in and stuff.
Okay. Has she ever gone up 225?
Colorado Trail right there?
Like, you know the big hill once you come off the highway?
Well, she hasn't, and I haven't checked there yet because that climb at the beginning is really hard, and I think that it would be out of characteristic for her to do that, but I I mean, someone needs to go there. I think.
Why would you say this? Like unfair?
Well, because it's kind of a crazy,
Okay.
it's kind of a crazy climb to get up there. It's like not really rideable. You got to push your bike before you can start riding.
All right.
Yeah.
Do you have a driver's license? On
Yeah.
you?
It's in my truck. Who's my dad pulling up?
That's your dad?
That's my dad right there.
Okay. That's 211.
Good.
All right, so this is one of the daughter's boyfriend. He's saying it'd be out of ordinary for her to travel out that way. On the bike.
Wait, where did they find a bike?
Yeah.
Do we know what she was wearing in reference to the jacket?
You know what she usually wears when she goes riding?
She has a couple different sets of clothing in terms of what she wears riding.
Oh,
I'm
didn't
not
do
sure
that.
exactly what to put on today.
Okay, what are some of that?
Blue shorts. They're always blue shorts.
Can you pull her
She
up on
has a-
Instagram?
Yeah, she has a
biking
blue
pictures?
helmet, which she always wears.
Okay.
Like turquoise blue helmet.
You guys have her bike though,
Yeah, we did.
but not her.
Not her.
Where'd you find her bike?
Off of that road that I was asking you about.
Oh,
you said it was
in
on
Chavano,
Just right out here on the road.
right out there.
Right where you thought.
Where that road takes off up the.
She wear any jackets?
She probably would have had.
What kind of jackets does she wear?
I don't know, windbreaker.
One logo?
I don't know what color.
I saw her,
I mean, we don't even know what time she left there.
Yeah,
but they have cameras.
they have cameras, but they've been out of them for a while.
Hey, Levin, can you get a list of some of the
So her
trails that
bike
she
was close to
went?
the road.
That way, if we get search and rescue out here, they can focus on those.
Yeah, I'm on that right now. What were some of the other trails that she runs up pieces?
Yeah, she rides up Fusis only when she takes her car. She goes down to the what's that road called? That she runs down to goes into Norfolk Lake.
Okay, what about around here? So she didn't take her car. She threw it
Okay,
off.
so she would have gone to Fusis, I assume, or to Colorado.
Across the trail, you go straight across the highway. The Colorado Trail's right there, so you can go up that ridge there,
Yeah.
and that gets on the Colorado.
And did you just let him know about it? Do you live in the area?
No, he dates. her-
Right.
Yeah.
so he called you and let you
Well,
know.
we were talking to their daughters on a road trip. We were talking to them downtown, and then I said, "Yeah, why don't you run up there and see if you can't find her?" And so then once he'd been gone a while, I drove up here.
I know this is a weird question, but do Barry and Suzanne get along pretty well?
You can answer honestly.
You know, I think they've had some problems.
Okay.
Yeah, in the past.
Like just normal.
Normal husband and wife type
Do
deals.
they like talk about separating or anything?
They
like
have, yeah.
That?
I would, yeah.
And you know this through.
Through,
Macy.
yeah, I'm very
Macy.
close with her.
Yeah, it's
her
important. That you
I know.
point this out, man.
Yeah, and he is in Denver for a work job. He's a landscaper, and he's got a big job in Denver. So that's where he's at right now.
Okay.
And Macy and older sister Mallory on a road trip. They're ready.
All right. I'm going to pause this. I'll check this out. Watch Barry's behavior when he gets out of the truck.
Where's the bike? Oh, it's right there.
Where was it?
It was like just right down here in this little embankment. So I take this. I got the husband on the scene here with me.
I'm here with my daughter. She's at Gary's
Oh,
house.
okay. All right. Yeah, you can go down
Was it
there.
a crash?
I mean, the bike looked the way it was laying. It kind of looked like it, but there's not really that much damage to the bike. That's the thing.
Lion?
Yeah, it was just like
Was
lying.
it no lion? Mountain?
I didn't see anything that would.
I didn't see anything, and they're not letting us go to the site.
Because we're getting a track
Dogs, we're bringing
Where
dogs
you find a bike right
just
here?
right down in
Do you know
here.
where my husband and son are?
They
Yeah.
probably went down to Puma.
Yeah.
At
So.
the house.
Hey, Barry, I know this stuff right now. Do you mind if I see your driver's license for our report stuff? Search and rescue's on their way. Hey, Barry, then I'll probably need your help to kind of tell me some of the trails that she frequents so we can backtrack some of that stuff.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
So,
Oh, man. And she's an avid mountain biker, right?
they just started about. She's been here.
And just for confirmation, you left this morning at 5. Okay. And she told you she was going to go bike
She
riding?
bikes every day, yeah.
Okay.
She said she's going to bike. She's up.
So she was asleep in the bed when you left. Did you say bye to her or anything?
No, she's not.
Okay. So the last time you probably actually saw her was this morning. That was it, right?
Yeah, I've been through. I got a big job up there. I've been there all day. So you come down.
No, it's all good, man. We're doing the best. We got
Did
a lot of
check
people
the house?
coming.
Did they,
Yeah,
they
got-
looked through the house?
yeah, they got the house. And what we're doing is we're keeping people out of the house because if the dog comes, they want to get a scent from out of the house.
Yeah.
So they don't want to pollute that scent. So that way we can start trying. And I walked up this. Like I said, I didn't see anything out of the ordinary. Nothing looked like.
I wonder if he was hurt. If he could climb up the hill?
But that's the thing. when we came here, still was daylight, right? So if she was right here, somebody would have easily, you know what I mean? Just because it was like literally like right down. It was. I mean, if we saw it coming in, somebody would have definitely seen it too, you know.
Sorry, you guys. Okay, hold on.
And I'll get right with you.
Okay, no worries.
Hey, Barry. Besides, I know the bike is here, but what are some of the paths or like the trails? Like,
She rides this road. She rides up to. She rides up to the top, and then she goes up to Luz's. If there's no snow, she'll go up high on Luz's. She went down this one a couple times.
down this one here too?
Yeah.
Okay. So double check Lucius over there too, because I think
Well,
was
see,
it Miles?
if
I think
there's
Miles. Yeah, I know. We just want to double check everything. So yeah.
Did anybody look for foot tracks on the road?
I haven't seen anything really, but
Like people tracks? We're lying.
I didn't really notice. But I will lie. I'm not like an expert tracker or something, you know. Yeah. So my partner is actually the one that saw and picked it up. But it was like the top of. It was weird because it feels like the top of the bike was like up this way.
So maybe flipped.
Maybe I don't know.
But the problem is,
Go ahead.
what's the thing about 4 o'clock in the morning? Was that city on the phone?
5. Oh yeah. So we came to the phone and said the last activity was at 4 in the morning.
Up here?
It's off of the Ponzi Tower. So there's not any specific order. Hey, could you not touch that bike with your hands, please?
Hey guys.
See? He's over there touching the bike. He's touching the bike. They this is all a crime scene. His house is a crime scene. This guy seems to be doing Barry whatever he wants. What was I going to say? I can't remember. Let's continue.
That's the hard thing. Because I've been wearing gloves. I've been trying not to.
Put it in here. Can you fit it in your car?
So. No, but I could try to. My car is with the back is filled with back here and
Gotcha.
everything.
Okay.
Yeah, and the bike was found right there. See that little pink thing right in there. And you can see it on the initial body camera too when we found it right in there, right there by like a tree. So I mean, it seems like this job, the guys kind of like go back and like, I have to check it. I'm like, you know, trying to do the best. Yeah. And this guy, guess his name's. He showed up on his own. I guess Barry. Hey Barry, are you guys? Where are you guys headed? Okay. Here soon. I'm gonna probably have you come and talk with us more. All right. Thanks, man.
Sir, when we go inside, we just go directly to where something that she's born today.
Check out this house. Look at all the animals hanging.
And let's not touch anything just for a case.
Is this unlocked?
Yes.
Which way would that be? This way?
Anything down there?
These are all hers right here?
Yeah.
Have you got a plastic bag?
No.
Or a paper bag?
It says sports class right again. I mean, it's direct contact with the screen.
What a beautiful house, huh? Now, there's another problem.
No, we should.
I mean, why are they bagging evidence in a plastic bag? They made so many mistakes.
Can you find this one? How do you turn on the exterior lights? Which light switch is it? All of them, Dale?
Yes, you want secure?
Thank you. Hey, Anthony. Nice to meet you. Okay. Once we get back.
Oh my God, what is that?
Your blood right there.
You realize what that the shorts?
Yeah.
Those are for non-biking.
Yeah.
Like the padded shorts you're wearing.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that I'm curious.
Yeah, I saw that. They were like shorts.
Yeah.
And oh yeah. So I've been, not UFC fight for the house already, whatever. Yeah, no too.
Sidetrack though. When you take a
All right. I want to know why. Hold on. Here we go. Hold on. Jeez, the internet is slow. All right. What are you saying sorry for? Told you. So it's on the body cam. You can't argue price. I am going to yell at my neighbors. Yes, he was arrested today in Arizona. Guys, I got sick Friday into Saturday in the middle of the night, right? And I haven't been to the gym. Let me tell you something. I dreaded it, right? I'm like, oh my God, it's going to be bad. It's going to be hard because they work me hard. Everybody hard, actually. It's a group. And actually, it was good, and I missed it. I have lost since April 21st 12 pounds. 12 pounds. Hmm. I wonder how his daughters feel. I wonder if he's going to have the same lawyer as he did before, the same law firm. Because see, last time his mama, she put up her house. I think it was her mama and who else? put up the money for his uh, thank you. It's hard. I hope I can continue doing it. Um, yeah, I know I can.
Live streaming up and going.
Oh,
My name is Megan Bagwell. I'm the Director of Administration for the Office of the District Attorney here in the 12th Judicial District. Standing behind me is District Attorney Ann Kelly, that is Kelly, who you'll be hearing from shortly. I also have Sheriff from Saguache County, Dan Warwick, Warwick, Chaffee County Sheriff, Andy Rorick, Rohrich, and Colorado Bureau of Investigation, Agent in Charge, Chris Adams, ADAMS. After District Attorney Ann Kelly's statement, she'll be available for a few questions. Any other questions after that can be directed to media@da12.state.co.us. Thank you.
I appreciate the members of the media that are here today. I scheduled this briefing to provide an update on the investigation that has been in the hearts and minds of the people of Chaffee County since Mother's Day of 2020. Suzanne Morphew was reported missing on Mother's Day 5 years ago. Law enforcement has never stopped working to obtain justice for this mother of two, this daughter, this sister, and this beloved member of the Chaffee County community. Through the tireless efforts of the Chaffee County Sheriff's Office, the Saguache County Sheriff's Office, the Colorado Bureau of Investigation, and the Federal Bureau of Investigation, I can announce today that the 12th Judicial District Grand Jury returned an indictment. The grand jury has indicted Barry Morphew on the single count of murder in the first degree. Law enforcement, the Chaffee County community, and Colorado as a whole has never stopped fighting for justice for Suzanne. Cold case homicides are tremendously difficult. They're difficult for the families of the victims and the communities who wait patiently for answers. While it may seem at times that the world forgets about these victims, I can assure you that my law enforcement partners and Colorado's law enforcement community do not forget. Every unsolved murder is a tragedy, and we must never give up on our efforts to find answers in these cases. My office will be prosecuting the indictment as Suzanne's remains were found in Saguache County, which is a county within my jurisdiction, the 12th Judicial District. I am extremely appreciative of Michael Doherty, who is the elected district attorney in Boulder County. He has consistently committed material resources to small rural DA's offices like mine to assist in the sometimes Herculean efforts to bring justice for victims in rural areas of our state. His commitment to rural Colorado with this, he's continued his commitment with this case. He's provided me with the assistance of a chief deputy in the Boulder County District Attorney's Office to assist me with the investigation and the prosecution. Colorado's community of prosecutors is committed to assisting wherever the need arises. In addition to Mr. Doherty's assistance, District Attorney John Walsh of the Denver District Attorney's Office has committed to providing me with appellate guidance during the case proceedings. So today I have with me Chaffee County Sheriff Andy Rorick. I stand united with Sheriff Rorick and Under Sheriff Alex Walker. I stand united in announcing this indictment. Through this process, I have seen firsthand how deeply Sheriff Rorick, and Under Sheriff Alex Walker, and the entire Sheriff's Department in Chaffey County cares about this case. I am proud and appreciative of our cross-jurisdictional partnership and their hard and excellent work. I also stand with the Federal Bureau of Investigation, who has never wavered in its commitment to this investigation, providing essential intelligence and investigative resources and expertise through the years. I also recognize and appreciate our continued partnership with the Colorado Bureau of Investigation. The Colorado Bureau of Investigation has done incredible work, and their CBI agents and analysts have worked very, very hard to advance the goal of finding answers in this investigation. Here representing the CBI is Agent in Charge Chris Adams with CBI's Pueblo office. I also stand with Saguache County Sheriff Dan Warwick, who is here with me as well. He and his office immediately answered the call to action when Suzanne's remains were found in the county he represents. Sheriff Warwick and his deputies are an essential part of this team, responding to the recovery of Suzanne's remains with the highest level of dignity and professionalism. I also want to continue to recognize what I have come to expect in my years as a prosecutor, and that is multi-jurisdictional and multi-state cooperation and partnership. I want to recognize the Arizona Department of Public Safety, who immediately responded to our team's request for assistance in locating and arresting Barry Morphew in the Phoenix area. Mr. Morphew will be held by Arizona authorities pending extradition proceedings in that state. And upon conclusion of those proceedings, Mr. Morphew will be transported to Alamosa County to stand trial on the indictment. This indictment has been unsealed upon the arrest of Mr. Morphew. I asked for this briefing to provide you with an update and provide information to the community. Me and my team recognize the importance of being laser focused on the prosecution and to speak with one voice. And so for that reason, all of the agencies that have been involved in getting us to this place, as well as the prosecutors that have been willing to assist me in this investigation and prosecution, they have all been instructed to send any media requests to my office. And so that's what I'd ask of you. In an effort to be transparent, I'd like to thank the the Office of the Judicial District in this district for making the indictment immediately available. And so you can get a copy of that indictment on the State Judicial's website. It is linked on a page labeled Cases of Interest, and it's under Alamosa. Barry Morphew is presumed innocent in this case and that presumption remains with him unless and until he is convicted at trial. And so once again, thank you for allowing me to provide an update to the community on this very important case. And I can take a couple of questions if you have them. Yes, sir. And thank you for the question. The question was, what was Barry doing in the Phoenix area? I appreciate the question, and that information was still being gathered. We have been working very, very hard to make sure that we run down anything we can with respect to this investigation, and our law enforcement officers will certainly be following that. Yes, sir.
In the indictment, you noted that former apology expert testified that ban would render the recipient unable to resist any restrictions to the recipient's ability to breathe. Do you believe that no such a ban was so great it killed her, or that she was so incapacitated she was strangled herself?
And thank you for that question. I am looking forward to having our team present all of those facts in a court of law. Obviously, I would like to be able to provide my comments, but my ethical obligations will not allow me to. However, I am very appreciative of the Judicial Department for making that indictment available, and I look forward to having our team present this case in court. Yes, ma'am. Why now? That's a great question. And so we, as prosecutors in Colorado and law enforcement in Colorado, we are very dedicated to making sure that we don't forget the victims of cold case homicides. But we also understand that it is so important to make sure that we have done everything we can to bring a case to court. And we are proud of the work that we've done. Every victim of homicide, murder in Colorado deserves that kind of attention, deserves that kind of work from law enforcement. And I would say that having the opportunity to work on these cases and to bring justice for these victims has been very important to me. Yes. Yeah, let me. Yes, sir.
Was Morphew surprised at all when he was taken? Was he expecting this?
And thank you for that question. The question is whether or not Morphew, what Mr. Morphew's reaction was. And I can tell you that that's going to be part of the case, and we look forward to presenting that in front of a jury. Yes, sir.
So the male DNA was found in Suzanne's car. Are you guys moving forward? Are you guys using that evidence for this trial?
And thank you for that question. The indictment has a wealth of information about that particular topic, as well as the probable cause that supports the arrest in this case. And obviously, we are going to do everything we can to make sure that justice is done for Suzanne. And that includes being as thorough as we can about the facts of the case.
Another question. When you arrest Barry in Arizona, so that's still investigating right now with Arizona law enforcement?
So the Arizona Department of Public Safety has been an incredible partner for us. They organized immediately when we asked them to respond when we received the indictment. So I very much want to thank the Arizona Department of Safety. But, yes, sir.
What will be the biggest difference between the prosecution of this case and the time versus back in 2021?
And the question is, what would be the difference between the prosecution of this case and other prosecutions? You know, justice for cold case homicide victims remains a priority in the state of Colorado, both for prosecutors and for law enforcement. And that's despite any challenges that we may have had in the history of any particular case. That remains a priority for us. And so we have worked very hard to move forward in the case. This case is a different case, and I would refer you back to the indictment in this case. And we've worked very hard to move forward. Yes, sir.
On an emotional level or on a personal level, and it's okay if you repeat yourselves, can you talk about the journey, your journey from the day this was dismissed until today? Just broad strokes. Just tell us that story.
Well, thank you for that question. The question is, what has this process looked like, essentially? What has this process been like for the family, for the community, for our law enforcement partners? And I can tell you that it has been a long road. It has been a long road, and the families of the victim have been so patient. The community has been so patient. But I can tell you that our law enforcement officers have never forgot, have never given up. And they have been working so hard to get to the place where we are today. And so it is never enough to say we're just going to forget about it because it's too hard. And so that has been the process for me. And I'll take maybe one more question here in the front.
Can you elaborate further on where Suzanne's remains were found in relation to Morphew? I know this undisclosed, but can you provide more detail about where she was found?
So it was in and around the town of Morphew, and that raises an important question that I want to address. And so the remains of Suzanne Morphew were found in Saguache County, and that's obviously a county in my jurisdiction. And so jurisdiction in this county is appropriate. I can tell you that I have reached out to and contacted my friend and colleague, elected District Attorney Jeff Lindsay, who currently covers Chaffee County. He is in full support of our efforts to prosecute this case here and has committed to providing any resources that we need to prosecute this case.
How did you know Morphew was in Arizona?
And the question is I'm sorry, can you say that again? And I appreciate that question. We obviously have never given up on this investigation. And so working with our law enforcement partners, we were able to make that determination.
Could anyone else possibly face charges?
So right now we have the indictment in front of us, and we're committed to working hard to get that done. So, and this will be the last question. Thank you so much.
Just one last question. From a community perspective, the community's been through a lot with the district attorney's office, and we've watched you take it over and repair it, stand here with law enforcement, something this community might not have seen in the past. We've watched you build a staff. Now we're at the point where we've got all kinds of television cameras here because you've done what you've done in this particular case. Speak to what kind of satisfaction you have having gotten here, and is the job done with your staff, and can you now move forward?
Well, and thank you. The question relates to the status of our district attorney's office and where we've been in the last 3 years. And thank you for the question. The effort that we undertook to come to the San Luis Valley, that I undertook to come to the San Luis Valley and build the district attorney's office was quite tremendous. But I can tell you that the collaboration of prosecutors across the state to assist me, to assist my staff, to assist law enforcement has been absolutely tremendous. It is a testament to how strong our law enforcement community is and how united the prosecutors in the state of Colorado are. And so assisting me in building the office in the San Luis Valley, that is a testament to the assistance that I've received across the state. So thank you for the question.
Thank you for what you've done.
One last question, and when do you expect Morphew to show up?
Thank you. So he's currently being held by the authorities in Arizona. He will go through a process of extradition, and when that process concludes, he will be then transported back to Colorado. So thank you so much.
I don't know what's going on. I was going to show you guys. I was not muted. StreamYard's acted up. Check it out. I'm going to show you. I know I got sound now, but look at. See? I was not muted back here on StreamYard. What's up? What's going on? StreamYard. I was having some problems back here too. The sound kept going weird. Oh my god, I hate it. So, anyways, this is going to be a case that I'm going to be following closely because I have been since Mother's Day 2020. I wonder what his daughter has to say. Well, his daughters, they won't have nothing to say, actually. I feel sorry for the daughters. I feel sorry for the daughters. A lot of people don't, but I do. I'm not muted. I'm not muted. Woman. It's working on. Does it quit working again? Hold on. I'm going to go to my phone. It's working on. Does it quit working again? Hold on. It's working. That's it. You sit there and pay for StreamYard, they're in trouble, man. I'm going to say I want my money back for the month. All right, so I'm going to get going. I want to thank everybody for being here with me. I want to thank everybody who watches the replay and yada, yada, yada. And people, I'm leaving on Monday on a plane. I'm excited. However, I'm scared. Want to know why I'm scared? Because I'm afraid the plane's going to crash. Yeah. Some branches, hot glue on. Oops. Yeah, him. Put him above there. Shoot him with the dart gun. See how he likes it. All right, guys. Love you all.